do 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 do. Waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
And we
are live. Yes. Yes. That's right. That's right. We did it, people. We're live. We're here. We're here for you right now. You guys are our people. We love you. We're super pumped that you would come and hang out with us at such a time as this. Don't forget, guys, every single one of you have a code. Instagram, it's always good to see you. We love you. Instagram, you're great. You are...
That shit is hella fire.
You're hella fire. Remember to use your code, all right? What is it, IG10?
Yes, indeed.
IG10, that gets you 10% off Instagram. YouTube, you have a code also, right?
Yep,
YT10. YT10, that gives you 10% off. TikTok, you have a code also.
TikTok.
It's just TikTok. No 10. Don't put 10 in there, otherwise you're going to not get it. But you get 10% off as well. We love you guys. Thanks for coming out. As always, we are sponsored by Jocko Fuel. That is the way that we do awesome stuff here, that we help save lives. I'm a little bit low on Jocko Go right now, so my energy isn't where it needs to be. So Jocko Fuel, if you could send me some more Jocko Go, that'd be great. I will give you money for it if you want. If you want to just sponsor the show, that's great too. I just need some...
You're saying there's no more in the building?
I haven't seen... my Jocko fridge is empty. There's not a single
Holy
Jocko
crap.
Go in my... we have Mulk. We buy Mulk, but we don't have any Jocko Go.
I got one, Bob. Last one.
Last one.
Holy crap.
Holy smokes.
Wait, where were you hiding that?
I was secret stash, bro.
Secret stash? First of all, you're too new to have a secret stash at Jocko.
Holy crap.
This is Afterburner Orange, too. This is the best flavor. Heck yeah. Rock and roll. To you. Cheers to the internet. I
Yes,
missed you guys
indeed.
last week. As always, we're going to be doing some super fire giveaways for the live stream. The first one is, go ahead and throw it in the chat below. Who hosted and guest appeared on last week's live stream? The winner gets a free Cat Gen 7 tourniquet. So first one, who hosted and who guest appeared last week on the live stream? Winner gets a free cat tourniquet. So quick. Who's got it? Who hosted and who guest appeared last week? And the winner gets a free cat tourniquet. Who's got it first? We're watching. Hello from Ukraine. Hello. Yes, we are live.
Sarah?
My Alaskan lifestyle.
No clue.
So somebody said Twitch, you're right, Action Figure Bob, but you're not all the way right. You're missing one. Who hosted it?
And Sarah?
Nope, it wasn't me.
What were they watching?
They were watching across the table with Bob. There's two people. Somebody hosted the live stream last week, and somebody guest appeared on the live stream last week. Hey, y'all, Selena loves you. We love you, Selena, whoever you are. So we're looking for two people. They've been said separately inside of the Instagram chat. They haven't been said together. First one wins a free Cat Gen 7 tourniquet. So Brittany, right? Yes. And then there's somebody else who guest appeared on last week's show. It was Britt and somebody else.
Looking for them together.
Looking for them together. First one to do it wins a free Cat Gen 7 tourniquet. Brittany and Twitch, Stana K. Andrew.
Liberty Off-Road on YouTube got it first.
Oh, really?
Yes, indeed.
Liberty Off-Road and got it first. So, Liberty Off-Road, and if you could shoot us an email with your address, we'll send you a free Cat Gen 7 tourniquet so you can carry an effing tourniquet. And if you need to know how to use it, feel free to watch our YouTube videos. We tell you guys how to use this stuff. We want you to know we love you. We care about you. We want you to be successful. Guys, just want to talk about really quick, we're doing giveaways throughout the whole live stream, right? This is a Q&A, so you guys get to ask questions. We get to give you answers. If we don't have the answers, we'll find somebody who has them, right? Somebody who's more experienced, somebody who knows more stuff, maybe a different perspective, all these things, right? In the newsletter this week, if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, first of all, you're freaking missing out. That's where the super hot deals are. That's where all the information is. Usually we send it like 3 or 4 times a week. We give you guys good deals. The kit of the week on the newsletter is the Boo Boo 2.0. It's going for only 89 bucks. This Bad Mama Jamma right here is chock full of all the goodies that you need for any Boo Boo situation, as well as it has an S-Mark bandage for the kiddos, right? If you want to carry it in the diaper bag, purse, something like that. S-Mark bandage for the kiddos, and you can add on Quick Clot at checkout. So that's pretty cool.
Speaking of that, I got to get one for my wife.
Yeah, you do. My wife has a boo-boo kit.
Speaking of wives, somebody just said that I was your wife, so you need to clarify.
No.
Whoa,
Brittany is
hey,
not my wife.
no.
Brittany is not my wife. Brittany is the assistant director here. My wife is actually the person who makes the newsletters. She designs it. And my wife, she sits right over there, but she doesn't.
Speaking of that, my wife is in the Instagram.
Nice. Shalom, Mrs. Lovely Dudley. Yeah, no, Britt is not my wife. My wife is sitting right over there. It's challenging because sometimes they wear the same exact things, and they sit right next to each other, and then they'll both try to get my attention at the same time. So my life is perpetually confusing.
We're both pregnant.
And they're both pregnant. So, yeah, super crazy there. But, nope, Britt's not my wife. What was that? Not at all. Rod, who's Britt's husband, if you're watching this, not at all, dog. Yeah, so anyways, the Boo Boo 2.0, we asked a trivia question in yesterday's newsletter, right? So yesterday was Trivia Tuesday. So you got a question. And if you know the answer to the question, I'm not going to say it on here. If you answer it right in one of the chats, you win a free Boo Boo 2.0. So after shipping, that's over $100 that we're giving to you if you answer the question. So there was a question.
Oh,
Somebody.
it is just flying through on YouTube.
There's more already answered.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Electrocraft 98. Let's check the board. Connective, elliptical, muscle, and nervous. Yes, indeed.
What?
Electrocraft 98.
Electrocraft
With the
98?
speed and
There we go.
fire.
All right, Electrocraft 98.
No, there's somebody before that.
Where?
There was somebody before that. Where was it? Shop Stuff?
Oh.
So Shop
I
Stuff
had to
got it
scroll
before.
some more.
Dang, they're quick.
They are quick with it.
So, Shop Stuff. If you want to email us at admin@Refuge, you can go ahead and you can grab one of these puppies for free. We'll take care of it. We'll ship it out to you. Heath will probably have it in the mail either today or tomorrow. But you get a free Boo Boo 2.0.
Heath, come and get it. Come
Here
and
we
get
go,
it.
Heath.
It needs to go in a box. Heath, hurry up.
Are you ready?
Hurry up.
Are you ready?
Hurry up.
Are you ready?
Hurry up.
Here we go.
Oh,
And
tactically Torah, everyone.
It's gone. It's already in shipping. Forget about it. That's our customer service. We love you guys. You're freaking awesome. All right. We do need your address though. Otherwise, we're just gonna put it in a box, and we're just gonna put it on the. Yeah. It's 100% gonna be in a box in the shipping department. Whether it goes to your address or not, that's up to you. You know. So I have a friend who's sitting in the corner right now. He's just staring at me longingly. Wants to come over and talk to you guys.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could, Cody from Sojourn Gear Manufacturing. There it is. There it is. Wow.
Yeah, show the shorts.
Show the short. Look
Yeah,
at this.
these are swim trunks, but
Nice.
no, I did not.
He didn't make it. Guys, I do want to let you know that the Refuge Medical HQ live stream is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Yes, the live studio audience is our friends who work here, but they love to participate all the same. Can we get a round of applause, guys?
Push the button.
There we go. There we go.
All
Awesome.
right. Whoa, hey, Cody,
I didn't-
pull up a chair.
I didn't. Well, I've got to eat lunch, but I just wanted to hang out with you guys real quick. Sorry to interject.
No, you're fine.
In the spirit of the giveaway for the Refuge Medical, I would like to donate
Whoa.
my Sojourn Gear tourniquet pouch.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. You're making tourniquet pouches?
Yes, they're available on my website, but we'd like to give away. I don't know if you guys would be down to put something in there.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. So we already gave away one cat tourniquet, correct?
Yes, we did.
So we gave away one cat tourniquet.
We could do it next time. Too,
So
but-
so maybe I can give away another one, and we'll ask a good question,
Right.
right?
Make them earn this one.
Okay. What was the first kit that Cody from Sojourn Gear made for Refuge Medical? If you can guess this correctly in the chat, you win not only a Sojourn Gear tourniquet pouch, but a tourniquet to go in it. So, first kit that Cody from Sojourn Gear made for Refuge Medical is, we're looking at the chat, you can win this right here. This is actually a really good tourniquet pouch too. Somebody said SOB, somebody said Bearman, neither of those.
The 12, where did it go? Oh no, on YouTube. YouTube is quick with it.
Bearfac 1.0, Jari MS on Instagram.
But on YouTube, the 12C conditioning beats you out. See, you don't have a YouTube.
I don't have
screen.
YouTube up.
Yep, YouTube is flying through.
Yeah, the 1.0 is specific. It's the Bearfac 1.0.
Oh, yes. Well, you are correct. It is the 1.0.
Yeah, it's the 1.0. So I'll explain this over to them. Thanks so much for donating
enjoy.
this.
You guys have a great day.
Yeah.
You're in good hands.
Yeah, Jari MS, if you want to go ahead and send us an Instagram message, send Dud a DM. Hit him up in the DMs. He'll get you this tourniquet pouch with a free Cat Gen 7. Thing I love about this tourniquet pouch is it's elastic right here. It covers the hook and loop on a Cat Gen 7, so it doesn't get snagged on stuff. That way it's much better. See, Dudley actually...
I can model it for you.
Yeah, so Dud has one right here in Coyote. So this covers the Cat Gen 7's its hook and loop so it doesn't get in the way or anything. Sits really well on any of our kits. Great little piece of kit to have. Sometimes with the wings, I have one of the wings, I really like it, but the hook and loop gets caught on stuff so your tourniquet can get pulled out, which is no good. So we'll get this out to you. Jari, can you ship it to Finland? I can do anything I want, dude. This is America. We do what we want over here. We can figure out getting it to Finland. I'm sorry, am I wrong? We carry guns, save lives, and herd cattle. I'm talking America, boys.
Not
That's
on
what it's all about.
camera. Not on camera.
We don't carry guns on camera, TikTok. We would never do that.
No.
Please don't put us in a corner again. We just got back. All right. Love them. We have moved to the SWAT T in the LE Academy I teach at. Yeah, the SWAT T is awesome, especially for children. I don't recommend the SWAT T for adults because you could potentially get nerve damage. But the SWAT T is absolutely awesome for children. So we have a couple more things that I want to talk about while we're here, right? As always, I want to mention the kit of the week. That's the Boo Boo 2.0. It's great for every single day. That carries an S mark, which is really similar to a SWAT T in it. No, guns are scary. Wink, wink. Yeah, they're terrifying in the wrong hands. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about buckets. I looked over 2022 and we were like, what's the top products? And one of our top products was the bucket. And I wanted to see, would you guys be interested in more options in the bucket? Would you maybe be interested in a surgical bucket? Would you be interested in a bone bucket or maybe a burn bucket? All these different buckets for preparedness that would allow you to have more capabilities stored, watertight, ready for, you know, any sort of natural disaster, any sort of scenario where you might need to dig into preps. Would you be interested in such things? Want to purchase this? Can I go to your site and direct order, or do you do a bulk buy discount? We do a bulk buy discount. If you're looking to order for maybe multiple people, yourself, or whatever it may be, go ahead and contact sales at Refuge Medical. And
the link's in the bio.
The link is in the bio, and they'll be able to help you out. If you can, of course, use the TikTok code. If you go to our website and, you know, put your order in there, TikTok will get you 10% off in the discount code section, so you can go ahead and use that too. But Fo, who's our director of sales, he might be able to help you out as well if you reach out to him in terms of bulk buying. So I hope that helps you there, Drew 4187. We appreciate the consideration. Hey guys, love your stuff. We love you, Kentucky Sustain Living. You're freaking awesome.
We got Cracker Turn Torah over here.
Cracker Turn Torah.
Hey, hit the button.
Oh, wait. There we go. We clapped for him. So JT here, he actually packs most of our buckets. And so are you excited about the potential for a new bucket line?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. So we already have 3 buckets right now. We have the birthing bucket, we have the wound care bucket, and we have the postpartum bucket. So the birthing and postpartum kind of go together.
A 12C conditioner said a physical therapy bucket.
We talked about something like that and maybe moving into sports medicine, but we have something else coming for sports medicine that we can't talk about right now.
CB said, how about an elderly care bucket?
Ooh, that's a great idea. That is a great idea.
Lone Star Living said a dental bucket.
Yeah, that's the before you kick the bucket. What did he say?
Hey, what was that? Gotta scroll. It was a dental bucket, and I think that's it. That's what the 12C conditioning. No,
So,
I'm sorry, Lone Star Living said dental bucket.
So Love your stuff, guys. I'm a police officer in Florida. What go kit do you have? So that's actually a great question. Here, I'm going to talk about this really quick.
Hey. I'm sorry, me and Fo are laughing at this comment. Hemi said, haha, bucket packer sounds like a bear camp insult.
No, that's a bear camp compliment right there,
for real.
bucket packer. Okay, so we had a law enforcement officer, JFox999 on TikTok asked, I'm a police officer in Florida. What go kit do you have? So in terms of go kit, I don't know exactly what you mean here. Thanks, JT. But I have a couple of kits that are designed specifically for police officers. So the first one's gonna be right here, and that's the SOB. You can wear this on the small of your back. It doesn't protrude into your back or anything when you're in your patrol car, stays out of the way. I've worn this and been in a vehicle multiple times, no big deal, right? We also have a couple of larger kits, which is our MAX. Our MAC is Mass Casualty Kit. And so that's a MAC 4 right there. The MAC 4, this sits in the back of your squad car, back of your Tahoe, whatever it is. And this is a mass casualty kit. And so what this is designed for is to treat 4 people inside of a mass casualty. So you'll have 8 CAT tourniquets. You'll have 4 sets of chest seals. You'll have systems of redundancy inside a mass casualty event inside the MAC 4. I recommend this for all police officers, at least for all patrols, right? So at least one of these being on patrol at a time. That way, if you did have a mass casualty event or you just had a shooting, right? And say, you know, a couple of people got shot in the crossfire, this would be a great kit for you as a police officer to have. So either the SOB or the ARC is also a great option for police officers, the Advanced Rip-Away Kit. You can store that either on your duty vest, on your belt line, on your headrest, and you can tear it off your headrest and then go to work with it. Really, really great kit. So all those are kind of options. If you're on TikTok, use the code TikTok and you get 10% off. So hopefully that helps. J Fox. Hi guys, World Tech here. Would love to get your products for 911 use. Do you donate to volunteers? Yeah, absolutely. I'd be interested in that. If you want to go ahead and email Bob at Refuge Medical, let me know what you do, where you're working, and I'd love to help you out. I'm a medic in Norway. Love your stuff. We love you. We love that you're a medic. We love that you're in Norway and you're using our products. That's freaking awesome. Love what y'all do. I own a CAT tourniquet and a holster for it. What else do y'all recommend for EDC? Oh, dude, that's a freaking great question. Right here, boom. If you already have a CAT tourniquet, right, and you're carrying it every day, throw one of these in your back pocket. This is a slick kit. It stands for Sexy Legs and Khakis. All this is it's a little blowout kit. So you have a 4-inch ETD, you have combat Z-fold, pair of gloves, chest seals, and duct tape. This is really good for you to do like some BLS stuff, basic life-saving support, right? So you can do that with this kit and a tourniquet on yourself, render aid, carry it super easily. This thing is so skinny, weighs less than, it's probably a quarter pound, if that. And it fits so well just in the back pocket, just goes right in there, sits like a wallet. And this, I think, what is this slick kit, like 70 bucks? I think it's like 70 bucks. So for 88 bucks, and that's with the Combat Z-Fold gauze, which is the best quick clot on the market, and the 4-inch responder dressing, and the chest seals. And these are halo chest seals too, so you have one vented and one non-vented, which is really what you would prefer in majority of situations. So great, great, great EDC kit right here, the slick kit. What you got?
Artorius said, I still want an EDC Refuge fanny pack kit. I carry something similar to my ideal EDC setup, but I'm always looking to upgrade things. Yes, I have a spending problem.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the fanny pack. A lot of people carry them, some people don't. We're tossing around the idea ourselves. The slick kit would go inside a fanny pack if you already have one that you use really, really well. Add a tourniquet, soft tee, or CAT in there with it, and you got a really basic blowout kit that's very capable inside of a fanny pack, easy to deploy at any time. So hopefully that helps. Good stuff for go bags. Yeah, so those are really great for go bags. The bleeding control kits are also really good for go bags. That has really similar components. This is a little bit more advanced, but the bleeding control kit comes in, I think, 30 bucks cheaper, and it allows you to still have a great deal of capability.
Somebody on TikTok, Invert, asked the question, do y'all have a kit if I ever got shot?
Yeah. We have a bunch of kits if you ever got shot. The one I'm actually talking about currently, the slick kit, and if you carry a tourniquet with it, would really be able to help you if you got shot. And you can carry it on your person with not a lot of struggle. Right in the back pocket, tourniquet in the front pocket, you're good to go, doesn't take up a lot of room, and at the same time gives you wound packing capability, gives you laceration capability, punctures to the pleural space capability, as well as if you had a tourniquet and you had, you know, an arterial bleed in the extremity, it gives you that capability to render aid as well. So super, super useful if you were to get shot in a day-to-day interaction, say, heaven forbid, you know, it's a negligent discharge, or maybe, you know, you were caught up and you were attacked or something like that. You could render aid really easily with a slit kit and a tourniquet. What you got?
Savages 357 on TikTok said, I have a family of 3. Do you have a backpack with survival gear for all of us? What do you recommend?
So I actually recommend, it's not a backpack. For your family of 3, I recommend the adventure bag, right? So the adventure kit is awesome because it comes in a bunch of different colors. You can do it in red, black, coyote, cool guy multicam, and then also you can do it in OD green. And the adventure kit gives you everyday medical supplies, so over-the-counter meds, over-the-counter wipes, but it also gives you a little bit of trauma capability. So you have some chest seals, you have a tourniquet, you have wound packing gauze, you have quick clot. It also gives you some splinting capability. It has a SAM splint, some ACE wraps, tape, stuff like that. So inside of this little bag has all of the medical, you know, aid rendering tools that you need for a family of 3. This is what my wife and I have. This is what we believe in. The adventure kit is awesome for a household. We have a family of 3, about to be 4, and so I highly recommend this. You can keep it in the car, you can keep it in the side-by-side, on the ATV, whatever you're doing, and it just transports really easy. If you're walking in the woods and, you know, like say you're going out for a hike with the wife and it's Sunday and you guys are relaxing and stuff like that, you're having a good time, just throw this over your shoulder like so, and just carry it, and it's easy. I mean, it's not easy in a chair, but you guys get what I'm saying. And it's an American-made durable bag. These bags are made in Fort Smith, Arkansas by Knights Manufacturing. If you want to know more about Knights Manufacturing and our Fort Smith, Arkansas location, go check out our YouTube page. We have a video that goes in deep over there at Knights Manufacturing, shows you guys what they're doing and how they're doing it. Really, really great company, great people. What you got?
Churro Baby asked, do y'all have stuff to add to a bug out bag? Well, if you don't want one of our bags, we do have refill kits that could suffice.
Yeah, we do have refill kits that are available on the website, and so that gives you the components for a kit. So if you already have a bag, you're like, man, I really want to put this inside of my bug out bag like this, grab a refill kit. This is a FAC refill here, so the Bear FAC, and this is going to give you all the components inside of a Bear FAC, which looks like this right here. But you can organize them inside of your bug out bag how you'd like, right? And so it's still the high quality, the American-made components that you guys love, but it's without our American-made bag, so that way you can place it inside of your bug out bag how you want. So hopefully that helps for you. And we have those on the website. You guys can grab those at any time. That's a great question. What else you got?
The Forest Stump asked, do I have to wear khakis to carry the slick kit?
Actually, funny story, I've never worn khakis and carried the slick kit. I've only ever carried the slick kit in my jeans. Should have called it like the Slidge, sexy legs and jeans kit. But
that doesn't roll off the tongue.
It doesn't. It sounds dirty or weird or something like that. I don't know. How can I join your guys' rescue teams that deploy to help other people? I'm military and firefighter. Yeah, great question. So if you email admin@Grindstone Ministries, that's the best place to get plugged in for all of our deployments, for any of our, if we're doing search and rescue, if we're deploying to a disaster zone, anything like that, going to help the local law enforcement, the state law enforcement, or even federal, and sometimes like we did in Kentucky. Admin@Grindstone Ministries is the best place to plug in for that, and we always want more volunteers, always want more people that are willing to come take their time and help people who are in need. That's a great question. Goofy Goober, that's awesome. Do you have anything if you first carry a car accident while you wait for help? Yes, we do have a kit for a car accident when you need help. The smash and crash kit are awesome. Oh, goodness.
Oh, here we go.
So this is our largest right here. This is the crash kit. This comes with all of your trauma capability, your aid rendering capability, immobilization as well. So it has a neck brace in there and stuff. This is our largest one. We also have smaller versions. We have the smash kit. And then we also have a crash FAC, which is just a small first aid kit that's been vacuum sealed. It comes in red with a high-vis stripe, and it also comes in a vacuum sealed container. So that way, if you hang it in the vehicle, that way it doesn't get wet or anything like that. Awesome first aid kit for a car. That way, if you did come upon a car accident, or maybe you were involved in a car accident yourself, you have that so that you can render aid to either yourself, maybe a family member in the vehicle, or somebody else in a different vehicle. And anything that's in our BearFac is covered under the Good Samaritan Act, so you can render aid without worry of like, oh my gosh, the legal ramifications of saving a life. Nope, Good Samaritan Act's got you covered, so you're good to go. And a lot of this stuff you can learn through our newsletter. If you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, I recommend you do it. Every Tuesday, we send out the Trivia Tuesday or Tuesday Trivia question, and it gives you a chance to win the Kit of the Week on the Wednesday live stream. So you got to tune into the newsletter on Tuesday and have your question, your answer ready. Today, somebody won, it was over $100. It's Boo Boo 2.0, right? So with shipping and the kit.
It's already in the box.
Yeah, it's already in the box. It's gone, dude. It's in shipping. So that's a great question. Awesome. I'm a volunteer firefighter, and I'm looking to join and a bag to carry for MVA. Motor vehicle accident bag is probably going to be, for you as a volunteer firefighter, it depends if you're an EMT or EMTA, EMTB, or what your qualifications are and what you're going to be doing. If you're a paramedic, that changes all that you can do. And so basic motor vehicle accident, I'm going to recommend that you probably carry a crash kit here. This crash kit is awesome because it has a neck brace in there for remobilization. It has all your trauma capabilities. It also has small aid and small boo-boo stuff in there too, which is really, really important inside of a crash kit because you could be stranded, right? If you're alone, and so having some of that, survival, smaller aid stuff is important just as well. So I recommend the crash kit for motor vehicle accidents, smash kit as well. But a lot of our kits, the BearFac itself is a wonderful kit for cars. And maybe you guys don't know how to use this stuff, right? Maybe you're like, oh man, this is really overwhelming. Refuge training for all your training needs. We travel the country year round to teach you guys the fine art of how to not die. Our training calendar is constantly updated on the website. Go to Refuge Training and you can find all of the dates that are up. We've got some really cool dates that are coming this year. I hope you guys check it out. Get involved, get trained so that you can be the hero.
If you don't see your area or not a couple of hours drive away, email admin@refugetraining.com. The link is in the bio, and say, hey, get a class here where I live. I'm going to get 20 of my friends together, and we're going to come take the class.
Yeah. Somebody said you guys are awesome. FireTech said, been trying to win forever. I believe in you, FireTech. You can do it. Subscribe to the newsletter. Get the trivia question for Tuesday, and then be here on Wednesday, and I believe you can do it. I believe you can win, my man. I don't know that you're a man. FireTech could be anybody. You guys are awesome. Green screen and CGI is on point today. Thank you.
Wait.
That shit is hella fire.
It's hella fire.
Word.
It's also...
Bussin'.
It's bussin', as the kids say. I think the kids say that. I'm not sure that they do. What kit for EMT Advanced? Yeah, so EMTA, you're going to still stay a lot of the times in the Good Samaritan Act because you're not pushing drugs and you're not doing invasive actions inside of it. You're not going to intubate. You're not going to be doing decomp needles and dealing with tension pneumothorax. Usually that's paramedics. So I'm going to still recommend for motor vehicle accidents the crash kit. And then for non-motor vehicle accidents, maybe you're just wanting a better kit to render aid. Something like a BearFac or an adventure kit is going to do really good things for you. And it's going to give you great capability from really good components. We're not going to give you shitty, cheap components, excuse my French. But, there's a lot of, what people don't understand is a lot of EMTs, a lot of paramedics, a lot of the ambulances that run, they don't have the best components. They're working off a budget that's given to them by either a city or a company, right? Or a county. And so that budget affects the components that they have. What we want to do is we want to arm you guys with the best components possible because it's going to help you in the situation where you're rendering aid and saving lives. So the less things that you have to work against inside of that high stress situation is going to empower you to be successful in saving a life. What you got?
What kit, Michael Clark asked, what kit do you send your little brother in the Army?
What kit do you send your little brother in the Army? I don't know. What's his MOS? What's he doing?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
We'll see if he responds.
Yeah, what's your brother doing in the Army? I'm going to Ukraine. What kit do you suggest? I suggest probably either a Mac or a mini stomp. And so this is the reason for that. So the Mac is a mass casualty kit. The mini stomp is going to be basically like a mini hospital on your back. The mini stomp 2.0 is a great kit. It comes in this bag right here. And that's going to give you some surgical capability. That's going to give you some IV capability. That's going to give you some trauma capability. It's also going to give you some over-the-counter capability. You have anti-diarrheal medication. You have Benadryl. You have OTC wipes. All these things you could very much need if you're deployed inside of Ukraine. So I definitely recommend a Mini Stomp 2.0. And go ahead and email sales at Refuge Medical. We might be able to help you out with that. What you got?
Michael Clark's brother in the Army refuels aircraft.
Refuels aircraft. I'm going to recommend something that he can carry EDC on him because standardly he's not going to be in kit. So with that, I'm going to recommend probably a slit kit and a tourniquet on his person. That way he can keep it inside of his uniform in his pockets and he's not going to get called out for it. He's not going to be out of dress or anything like that. So that's kind of the best call there. So slit kit and a tourniquet, tell him to carry it in his pocket. That way if he needs to render aid if an accident happens. And you're probably going to need some sort of burn capability too. So you're looking at like maybe some burn dressings added on. That goes in a pocket really quick. This is just like a burn kit. You might want to send him this. And then he can take like maybe 1 or 2 out of here, keep it in his pocket. So that way if somebody were to get burned on the job, he can really quick render aid with a burn dressing, right? Get him over to the medics. The medics can finish rendering aid or, you know, on himself or whatever it may be. But you can grab a burn kit right here. And this comes with like small burn gel dressings. It also comes with like petro dressings. And then it comes with the actual burn care dressing itself. And these are really, really easy to use, right? Directions are on the bag. So you're good to go. I would recommend sending that to your brother. And hopefully, and we appreciate your brother for what he's doing. That's freaking awesome that he's out there serving for us. So that's really great. A Bearfac 3.0 for yourself. Oh yeah, My Alaskan Lifestyle brings up a great point. You're gonna need an IFAC on you if you're going to Ukraine. Either Bearfac, SOB, or ARC, right? So here's your Bearfac here. Here's your SOB. And your arc is somewhere. Can I get an arc on the fly?
Is there arc on? Uh-oh.
Arc on the fly.
He's scrambling.
He's running.
Scrambling.
He's going. He's going. He goes. Oh!
Almost dropped it.
And here's your arc right here, right? So the cool thing is it really depends on what you're going to Ukraine to do, right? So if you're going to Ukraine to fight, this is great because it can live on your plate carrier right here, right? And you can really easily deploy it, use it, and it has the capability to not just treat you, but a battle buddy. The Bearfac is great because you have a little bit of non-trauma care. You have a burn dressing in there and stuff, a little bit of extra gauze. The SOB is the smallest. It's the most compact. So if you're running around and you're trying to stay lightweight, this thing weighs less than an AR mag, fits in the palm of my hand, and sits in the small of the back really tight. So I personally run one of these upside down on my battle belt. It's a great kit. And for an IFAC, for me, that's going to do what I need to do to sustain life so I can get to a higher level of care. And we really hope that you're being safe in your deployment to Ukraine. So what else we got? Firefighter question mark. I don't know what to say to that. Firefighter question mark. They fight fire. Work out. Yeah, paramedic question mark. Law enforcement officer question mark. I don't know what to say. Yeah, you're going to definitely want a Bearfac, realistically, if you're a firefighter. We've actually had a firefighter that just saved his second life with a Bearfac, so that's super awesome. The Bearfac is great. Do you suggest carrying both the backpack and the small kit when I'm going to Ukraine? So here's what I actually recommend, Alexander. I recommend you carry the small kit on you. And then if you're not medically trained, when you get to Ukraine, if you bring a mini stomp or something like that, find the medic in your unit. Who is the medic? And then hand them either the mini stomp or the Mac 4 and say, this is for you. And the medic will look at the mini stomp or the Mac 4 and go, oh man, this is awesome. I'm going to use this to save lives. And they might use it to save your life, which is really important. So that's how I recommend you deal with that. It might be best for you to carry the Mac 4. You might have the most knowledge of tourniquets and ETDs and wound packing, which is a lot of what you're going to be doing over there. So definitely a great question there. Somebody said Boy Scout question mark. The Boy Scout should carry the Bearman 2.0. Bearman 2.0 is awesome because it has a ton of boo-boo capability as well as it just has some simple trauma save a life capability. It's a really great middle ground on a kit. It'd be awesome for a Boy Scout to learn on. I carry 3 TQs in military, 1 on my gun belt, 2 on my vest. Your kits are great for everyone. That is awesome to hear. I'm glad you carry 3 tourniquets. Way to be freaking prepared. You should. If you're carrying a gun and a vest for a living, if that's what you do for a job, you need to have multiple tourniquets on you. That's just a reality. I'm going to Ukraine to be a combat medic. So are you currently a combat medic? Like, are you an 18 Delta? Like, what are you trained in that? And if you are trained in that, then you should have realistically a mini stomp on your bag because you're going to know how to do it, right? You're probably going to be in the CCP, the casualty collection point, as a medic, and so you need your tools on you inside of the CCP to render aid. So that's a great thing that you're doing, Alexander. I'm really happy that you're doing. That medic will cry tears of joy. Tears of joy for sure. Yeah, if you are a combat medic, if you get a stomp bag or a mini stomp bag, they're really well built. They're really, really well built. We built those for you. And thinking mainly of you. And if you are a combat medic and you're going to render aid in Ukraine, reach out to me. Let me see how I can help you. Realistically, I'd like to send you with a stomp bag and not a mini stomp. Which brings us to a whole new thing. I want to talk to you guys about our new, somebody said 18 Bravo approved. Nice. Way to do it. Way to run guns. I have a really good friend that's an 18 Bravo. What's up? The expiration dates? Yeah, so the expiration dates really relate directly to the NSN, right? Which is their known stock number, right? So, or their national stock number. And you have to have an expiration date if you get an NSN. And an NSN is the number that is related to your product if you sell to the government. And so Cat Gen 7 has an expiration date on it. It's not saying that necessarily the product will not work after that date, but it's the date that they are confident in putting on that product so that they don't get sued by the government. So not necessarily all of the expiration dates are pivotal to the product itself. I recommend that you look at each product and see what the expiration does in effect to it, right? So it's gonna have a different effect between your, Mylar blanket and your cat tourniquet and your quick clot. Those are all gonna be different, but that's a great thing. That's a great question. Combat medic here, nice, way to do it, biker medic. I start my emergency medical responder course. Any kits for me to keep on hand? Yeah, recommend realistically that you keep a blowout kit on you at all times. I do, so something like a slick kit and a tourniquet. But if you're starting a course, it really depends. If you're starting a course with us, we give you all of the components for the course. We don't make you use your stuff. If you're starting a course with somebody else, you might want to reach out to them and see what components you may need to properly do that course. That's a great question. Camping and off-grid adventures, mainly in group settings. Looking for one for hikes, one to keep in truck. To keep in the truck, I'm going to recommend the ARC. So what you do is you attach this to the back panel, right? Your headrest, right? And that sits behind your head. And then you can go ahead and put this guy and you can buckle it in. So that way you're sitting there, right? And you're in a car. You can just rip this right off the Velcro panel and now you can run and render aid with that. If you're looking for a kit for a hike, I'm going to recommend the Adventure Kit because you're going on an adventure, man. But mainly because it has splinting capabilities, trauma capabilities, OTC capabilities, all the stuff you want if you're out there in the wilderness. You're going to want the ability to splint a fracture, sprain, or break. You're going to want the ability to take Benadryl if you're having an allergic reaction. You're going to want the ability to take anti-diarrheal medication if you're drank bad water and you have diarrhea. You're going to want a tourniquet. All these things out on a hike. So the Adventure Kit and then the ARC is what I recommend for there. It's a great question. What else we got? Found this live doing active shooter retraining, retired correction officer, now high life coach. That's awesome. I'm glad you found the live. Just became a top 1 viewer. Fied, thank you. I used a Blackhawk Stomp 3 bag in Iraq 2004. So I actually have a Blackhawk Stomp bag. 1 second. Hold on it. Hold on it.
Come follow you at the cameras.
So we're really good friends with Blackhawk. I love their stuff. I love their testing and evaluation. So this is their jump pack. This is what they build for a stomp bag here. It's got a ton of inserts inside, a ton of hook and loop. The main problem is that this bag isn't. The main problem is that this bag here, I don't believe is made in the U.S. This is made in Vietnam, and so for us, that's kind of a deal breaker. But I think we found a good solution. Where is it?
I don't know.
I think it's behind you still.
Is it? Oh, he's running.
So,
he's running. If I throw this at you,
Biker
you'll
medic,
get hurt.
you're gonna love this. So this is awesome. If you were a combat medic, you know how bad the medic bag sucks. So this is a framed American-made bag. So it looks really big. It's the same exact weight as our other Stomp bag, but it's framed. So it actually has a frame in the bag itself. And once you dive into it, this is a actual hospital on your back here. So you have all of your surgical capability, you have all of your IV capability, you have trauma medicine, you have splinting, you have litters, you have OTC meds, OTC wipes, you have a full surgical suite. I mean, you name it, it's in here, to be honest. We have good airway management. I think we put a BVM in here, which is a bag valve mask. We have a cervical collar in here. So anything that you could run into inside of combat is going to be covered in this Stomp bag. Stomp bag, for those of you who don't know, is SEAL Team Operator Medical Pack, right? So this right here is designed to go out with a team of SEALs who are working in an operationally functioning environment. And so this right here covers all that you need to do the great work that you guys do. Really awesome pack, American made. That is made by Squad Survival Gear in Texas. So Texas is cooking up some awesome American-made bags. Really good. We're planning on bringing that American-made Stomp bag to market here soon for you guys, the consumer. It's awesome. Dave Shelby said, my knowledge is limited to CLS from back in like 08, but often have a lot of med professionals in the group. Yeah, CLS has changed kind of, especially since 08, because we've just learned a lot about what to do and what not to do. You know, we used to have the ABCs, right? Airway, bleeding, circulation. And we've changed that to March E to understand that the March E is the priority care that we need. And so Alexander said, I'm going to be one of the people driving to the front line picking up wounded soldiers. Heard you mention a course. Can you go over that again? I can. Yeah, so we have courses available to you through Refuge training. So we have a training team that travels the country year-round teaching Responder 1, 2, and 3. Responder 1 is a bleeding control course, right? So that's how to stop the bleed. It's every citizen can do it, all the way up to Essential Responder. And Essential Responder is basically a TECC course, so Tactical Emergency Casualty Care. So it's you understanding how to render aid inside of a live scenario, whether it's a car accident, a shooting, maybe a slip and fall, whatever it may be. It's putting you inside of scenario-based training with accelerated heart rates to see how you handle all these circumstances under pressure. You can find out all the details of that at Refuge Training. We travel the country. If we're within 2 hours from you, you should drive and come and see us because we drove probably 15 hours to get there. So definitely a great point there. We love that. How much extra room is in everyday carry kits? For us, none. We try to make the EDC kits as small as possible. There's no way you can add anything to this. However, with the pocket, you could probably take something out and put something else in there. But this is designed to slide in the back pocket like a wallet, and the tourniquet in the front pocket, right? And then the pocket is designed to go in like a little cargo pocket. So great question. What mass casualties kit would you recommend? I would recommend our mass casualty kit, which is called the MAC.
Well,
right?
That narrows it down.
Yep, so the MAC is our mass casualty kit. It is designed by law enforcement and first responder professionals that have been inside mass casualty events and know how to handle them. So it's always prioritized in order of care. It's built out in very specific ways, so either a 4 or an 8. And what I recommend that people do is they get 2 MAC 4s. So that way you can put 2 MAC 4s on 2 different individuals and send them different ways inside of a mass casualty event. And so really, really great kit, covers the full March E algorithm and then some for multiple people inside of the bag, which is awesome. Really easy. Backpack just goes on and it's good to go. I had one somewhere. So this would be what a MAC 4 looks like. It's a small backpack and it lives right there.
That shit is hella fire.
It's hella fire, as the kids say. So yeah, if you're looking for a mass casualty kit, that's the one to do, the MAC 4. That's what I recommend for everybody, which is great. Are the courses designed for non-emergency responders? Do they give certification for responders? Our courses, we do have courses that are designed for first responders. We have courses that are CLEAT certified, and you do receive CLEAT accreditation for it. All of that information, you can go ahead and email admin@Refuge Training. Phelps, who's our chief training officer, he will help you out however possible. He'll get you all the certifications you need. We've trained law enforcement, we've trained firefighters, EMTs, all this stuff. So they're really, really good at what they do, and Phelps will get you whatever certifications you need, whatever hours you need. And I hope that helps. You mentioned a mini stomp. Is that on your website? Yes, the mini stomp is on our website. It's the mini stomp 2.0. It's basically half of a stomp bag, so it still gives you the surgical capability, still gives you a little bit of IV capability, as well as all your trauma care and infield care. So really great kit there. I just recommend that whoever buys the mini stomp 2.0, just attach a litter to it. We sell the EELS, which is the emergency evacuation litter, and you can molly it onto the bag, and that works really, really well with the mini stomp 2.0. You can molly it right to the outside of the bag, deploy it super easily, and still access all the stuff in the bag, which is great. So that's awesome. The course, can the courses be done online, or are they taught in person? Our courses are taught in person. Because we really want people to tactile learn. We're trying to work out a virtual training program right now. We haven't figured out all the details yet. But these courses that I'm specifically talking about are in person. That way you can go through the scenarios and you can do all of this with an accelerated heart rate. It's really, really important for somebody who's trying to learn and train to be an essential responder that they're doing all of these hard activities inside of hard circumstances. You have to be able to apply a tourniquet under pressure. You have to be able to wound pack under pressure. All these things have to be done under stress. And so that's why we always, advocate that people do in-person training. Do you offer CPR certification? And if not, will you possibly start giving that? We currently teach CPR. I can't remember if they offer you a cert for it or not. If they don't, they're going to in 23. But I know that you learn CPR and AED inside of Responder 2, because I learned that myself. So that's a great question. The travel EMT.
Look at who showed up after we showed his bag.
Who showed up?
Squat Survival Gear just showed up in the YouTube chat.
Squat Survival Gear. We were just talking about the awesome new American-made stomp bag with the Squatch Survival Gear bag. So super awesome. It's a great kit. Hopefully our buddy Alexander, who's going to Ukraine, will take it over there and beat the tar out of it and tell us what's wrong with it, which would be super great.
While he's over in Ukraine, if you take a couple of pictures.
Yeah, so if you're ever out there using our kits, if you're ever out there, testing our stuff and putting our stuff to work, shoot a picture, throw it up on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or whatever, right? Tag us, #RefugeMedical. Tag us. We'll share it out to all of our people. And then we'll have that as data. So we'll be able to reference back and go, oh yeah, we know that this works in this situation because, I'm going to just call somebody out. The travel EMT took a picture and tagged us, So these are all great questions. That is a thick boy bag. Yeah, so the thing is it's framed. The whole bag is framed out. It's much easier. It sits really well. It sits way better than our other stomp bag. Way better. It's way more comfortable. And that's something that was the first thing we looked at. And that's a true 55-liter bag too, which is really great. We love to see that. So we do have another giveaway that's coming up.
Wait, Toria said, maybe I'm missing something in the YouTube chat. They're made outside the USA. However, the bags are comfortable and seem well made. Not those Squatch Survival bags.
No, those Squatch Survival bags are made in the U.S. That's the whole reason we're switching. And I'm pretty sure the owner of Squatch Survival Gear is inside the YouTube chat right now. So I think he makes those specific bags are made up north. Maybe he said Maryland. I can't remember what state he said, but they're made in the U.S. And if they're not, we won't buy them. So
they were talking about Mystery Ranch bags.
Yeah, Mystery Ranch bags I don't believe are, but I'm not positive on that. Please don't quote me on that. I'll have to do some market research. So yeah, don't quote me on that. Are there benefits to a Cat Gen 7 versus a Soft T wide? Yes, there are. There are benefits for both. A lot of times I'll carry both. So Dudley has both on him right now. I'm currently carrying a Soft T Gen 5. The soft T is a little bit longer, and it doesn't have any hook and loop, which I find is a benefit. However, it takes more time to learn how to use it quickly. The Cat Gen 7 is really intuitive, and it's a little bit easier for people to use. Soft T allows you to use it on a larger person if they have a really big sized leg. Soft T is longer, so you have more circumference there, versus the Cat Gen 7, which is a little bit shorter. Both tourniquets are great. Both tourniquets have a ton of white page data, a ton of usage data. The Committee on TCCC has looked into them extensively, and so that's one of the reasons that we use those two tourniquets, is based off of the data that the Committee on TCCC has given to us. And so we recommend both of those tourniquets. If you're working around bigger people, or you're working where you might have to reuse a tourniquet, I recommend a soft T. If you're, maybe more novice, or you want really, really quick application of the tourniquet, Cat Gen 7. And are your products made in the USA? All of our bags are made in the USA. Some of our components are not. That's just because we haven't set up a warehouse to make gauze here yet. The majority of the gauze in the world is actually made in China. So that's a challenge in of itself. The tourniquets are made in the US. All of our bags here are handmade, hand-designed in the US. So we sew all of this. You can actually go to our YouTube page. You can look at one of our manufacturers. We go in, we do an audit. We show you guys him making all of these products, his awesome team making all these products. The reason we're switching the Stomp bag is because we previously had a Stomp bag that wasn't made in the US, and so we're going to the US with our Stomp bag here. What you got?
Squatch in the YouTube chat, not sure what he was talking about, but he said, let's give one away. What is he talking about? Let's give one what away?
He wants to give away a bag.
A Squatch bag? Is that going to happen?
So here's what I'll do. Squatch Survival Gear, message me, and we'll schedule a giveaway of one of your bags. And they're not cheap, people. These bags retail for probably, I think, $350 or something like that. They're all the way quality, handmade rucksacks and backpacks. They're really, really good. So if we do that giveaway, we'll have to schedule it for you guys. Shalom, Pew Pew Jew. Soft T is easier to carry due to its smaller footprint, but train with it. Yes, 100% train with it. I got you.
No, there's a question on TikTok.
There's a question on TikTok. Refuge Medical should build and market Red Cross Medkit, expand marketing relationships with Red Cross. What are those yellow cases? We should talk to the Red Cross. The Red Cross kind of does its own thing, though. It's interesting. What are those yellow cases? Those yellow cases are...
Came up short. Somebody was calling with Do Not Disturb on.
These are OX kits, OSHA compliance kit. You guys have heard of OSHA, right? OSHA is the organization that we've chosen to allow to regulate the workplace safety, right? And so OSHA requires you to have a first aid kit, either a Class A or Class B, depending on what you're doing. Our OX kits, OSHA compliance kits, both the basic and the advanced, exceed Class A and Class B. So you can get either one and exceed the regulations for OSHA in terms of medical kits on your workplace or your job site, right? The advanced has more trauma capability. Your more dangerous work sites, your machining shops, your heavy equipment yards, all these things, that's what we want in the advanced, right? Your basic, your restaurant, your office job, stuff like that. Go with the basic and just have an OSHA kit on hand and you'll be good to go. The OSHA kits are awesome. Highly recommend them. What do you got?
This is everything that's in the
These
OX
are
kit.
is this an OX Advanced here? This is an OX Advanced. So this is an advanced OSHA compliance kit. So we have a trauma kit. We have 5x9 gauze. We have 4x4 gauze. We have 2 burn shield dressings. We have a first aid guide. We have a nasal pharyngeal airway. That's just a bag something goes in. CPR clamshell. And the clamshell is really important, right? Because it's a shield that protects you from the person you're giving CPR to. A lot of times people will throw up when they're resuscitated from CPR. So this gives you a little bit of more protection than like those keychain plastic bags. We have ACE bandages. We have Band-Aids, which are good for the work site. We have, glucose gel if somebody's got low blood sugar. We have ice packs. We have eye wash, 7 1/4-inch trauma shears, compressed gauze for wound packing. We have anti-diarrheal medication and Benadryl tablets, which it's good to always have OTC meds, It's just good to have in the workplace. You never know when somebody's going to need a Benadryl or maybe has an upset stomach. We have gloves, of course, a SAM splint for all your splinting needs, 2 sets of chest seals if you had a puncture to the pleural space. We actually had a gentleman who was on a job site and a cable snapped, went through the windshield of a piece of equipment and sliced him open. He had to use 2 chest seals to cover the wound to the pleural space. Saved the guy's life, got him to the hospital. It was the 3rd life that gentleman had saved with Refuge medical products. Our stuff saves lives. We're at life 60 right now. We're waiting on life 61 to come in because the Father's good. It's hella fire. We have survival blankets, OTC wipes, triangle bandages. These are a specific size. These are a larger triangle bandage because OSHA, for the Class B and Class A kits, require that you have larger triangle bandages. So these are very specific, so that way you guys stay compliant. We have burn gels. We have eye pads, eye shields, rehydration salts if somebody were to get dehydrated on a job site. We have a soft T tourniquet, because this is really easy to use on other individuals if it's not yourself. It's high-vis orange for you. It is required by OSHA that every job site has a windlass tourniquet. It is required. You can get fined. Also, more important than somebody getting fined, someone could die if you don't have a windlass tourniquet. What do you got?
Something that was missing.
Oh, are these hand sanitizers? Yep. Hand sanitizer. It's just required in the kit. Sharpie, medical tape, duct tape, splinter out, which you could use a lot more than you think. And then we also have triple antibiotic ointment. All of that comes in the OSHA compliance kit. You can order a stand that goes on the wall, and the OSHA compliance kit hangs from it, so that way you can grab it. It's a bright yellow case, so that way you can go, hey, go grab that yellow thing on the wall, and somebody who doesn't know what's going on can go, okay, and they go and grab that yellow thing, and then you're able to potentially save somebody's life, which is huge, right? And so that is the OSHA compliance kit, the advanced, the OC Advanced. It's one of my favorite kits. We have one hanging up in the wall in here, and everybody carries medical stuff here, so that's great. What size and types of gloves come in the kits? Standardly right now, we use large non-latex fentanyl-resistant gloves. So all of our gloves can protect you from fentanyl exposure. They're large to fit a majority of hands, and they're non-latex, so that way you don't have, an allergic reaction to latex. I referred the OC and Refuge medical training to my company's safety manager, John Henry. That is awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. That is freaking awesome. We love that. Didn't hear you say gloves, wet and sticky and not yours. Oh, buddy, there's gloves in there. I promise. I said gloves. There's 4 pairs of gloves inside of OSHA Compliance Kit Advanced. Gotta have the gloves. If you run a mechanic shop, a roofing business, a cabinet shop, a gym, or a tire shop, you need an OSHA compliance kit. Yeah, the Iridium Group knows too, because he actually runs a medical training company in Canada, which is up north of the U.S. It's cool. It's not as cool as the U.S., but it's still pretty cool. He's got some really great content. He's got some really good advice, and he's just a great guy. If you haven't followed the Iridium Group, you should, because that's just an awesome person right there. We have another giveaway that we're doing, right? This one, so Refuge Medical, our company culture is really weird. We're super involved. We're all super close to each other. So we, every single month, read a book together, right? Britt, could you hand me one? Yes. So we read a book every single month together. It's the beginning of the month, so I figured I'd give somebody the opportunity to read along with us. This month, we are reading Your Next 5 Moves, Master the Art of Business Strategy by Patrick Bet-David. And this is a super smart dude, Patrick Bet-David, and he gives out some great advice here in Your Next 5 Moves. So we're going to raffle off one of these guys. Kevin Hart reviews it. It's a #1 Wall Street Journal bestseller.
I listened to that on Audible.
It talks about clarity, strategy, growth tactics, skills, and insight. Patrick Bet-David also runs a really good YouTube channel called Valuetainment. So we're going to raffle off this book so that way you guys can grow with us as we grow as a company. So the question is, are you ready? The question is, we, Refuge Medical, have 3 banners inside of our office. What does one of the banners say? You have to know one of the banners. What does the banner say? Who's got it? I just need one of the banners. No, that is not Bear behind the camera. They gotta get pretty close.
Who said inside the building?
They put the big one on that one? Yeah, they'll grab it. Who said it? It's on YouTube? Oh, it's not. Who is it? X Places Skulls. That was the first one I saw that nobody.
YouTube got it first.
What? Dune Regent. You were first on YouTube. You win the copy of your next 5 moves.
And which banner did he say? Oh, let's go check out the banner.
All right. Here it is. The No Peasant Shit banner. You will be for me a kingdom of both priests and a holy nation. So Exodus 19:6. And so this whole idea of no peasant shit is us saying, hey, we're called to do great things. We're called to do big things. We're not going to allow our inner bitch voice to convince us not to do that. We're going to do great things for the kingdom. We're going to do great things for other people. And so it's a constant motivational tool. We see that and we go, yeah, higher level of thinking, higher level of dedication, higher level of commitment, execute on the highest of levels, F busy, be effective type of deal. So you have won the copy on YouTube of your next 5 moves. Go ahead and email us, admin@Refuge Medical, and we will get this shipped out to you so that way you can read along with us for the book of the month. We got about another minute and a half here, and then we're going to have to sign off, unfortunately. I mean, that is what it is. Shot you an email for wholesale inquiry. Yeah, absolutely. Sales at Refuge Medical. They'll help you out. Liberty Lover.
On Instagram, someone said this one here.
I saw that. I know.
But it was after.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to give it to him too. X Place of Skulls. X said nobody cares. Work harder. I know. Screw it. X Place of Skulls. Shoot us a message and I'll get you a copy too because you did the different banner. So I'm with you on that. You guys never know if I'm going to give you something. You never know. I mean, closed mouth never gets fed. Biker Medic. That is one of my favorite sayings. Piss poor planning prevents piss poor performance. Also, it's what is it? Piss poor prior proper planning prevents proper performance. Yeah. What else we got? I bought a My Medic kit because it's what I could afford. What can I add to it to supplement it? Probably a real tourniquet. And how much did you spend on the My Medic kit? Is there any actual components in it? It really depends on what kit you bought, buddy. They have some that are just bags with Band-Aids in them. And everybody can make their own decisions. What I recommend, American Man 21. American Man 21. Email me at bob@refugemedical.com. And I'd love to talk to you about that. I think I might just hook you up and get you what you need. Because that's what I'm about that life. I'm really about that life. So yeah, reach out to me and I'll see how I can square you away. I'm glad you're here on the live stream. I'm glad you're supporting our company. I'm glad you want to supplement it with our stuff. Let me see if I can't just take care of you and help you out. So with that, proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Yeah, that's totally it. That is what it is. So with that, I don't have anything else. Do you guys have anything else? Anybody want to say anything to the people? Nope. They said hi. They said hi. Cody said thank you. So we'll get this tourniquet pouch out to the person who needs it. We'll get the other kits and gifts and giveaways out to the people who need it. Congrats to the person who won the Boo Boo 2.0. Remember, subscribe to the newsletter. If you go, it's just right on the website at the bottom of the page. You hit subscribe to the newsletter. You just type in your thing, subscribe. You get information on deals before anybody else. And you also get the opportunity to win full kits on Wednesday because you get the Trivia Tuesday question. So, yeah. Giveaway question mark. Oh, I've been looking at some of y'all's gear, but just been out of funds for it. Dodge 4x4 98. You got to subscribe to the newsletter. We do giveaways every single week. We give away tourniquets, full kits, bags, books, Jockos. We give away a bunch of stuff. So you got to subscribe to the newsletter. You got to tune in every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. I do believe next week, though, we're doing it on Tuesday. It's bussin'. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. We love you guys. I want you to remember, I'm passionate and I yell at you and I tell you to carry an effing tourniquet because I care about you. I want you guys to live, and tourniquets are important. But remember, you got to learn how to use it. Look into Refuge training. Look into online resources. Study this stuff because it could actually mean life or death for not just you, but for the people that you care about. Remember? So use your codes, right? Instagram, IG10, right? TikTok, you have your code, it's just TikTok. And YouTube, you have YT10. You get you 10% off any kit. Or it's a pretty good discount right there. So use them, get the stuff you need, be prepared. I'm praying for the people that are deploying to dangerous places. We love you guys. We just thank you so much for your support. We love you. And carry an effing TQ, dude. That's what it is. So that's the show. That's what it is. That's the show.